Hey cousins, welcome to another video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video I'm going to show you some baby gifts that I've been making really quickly. I've been talking about wanting to show you these things for the longest time, and finally I'm able to do that. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, hey girl, hey boy, what's going on? So let's just jump right into the video so I could be on my way. So let's start off with baby girl. So my one of my really close girlfriends, her daughter was having a baby. She's like newly married, already starting a family, and she had her baby shower just recently. And I don't know what was on my mind, but at the time when I started doing the project, even leading all the way up to the baby shower, I thought it was a boy. And it wasn't until like maybe a week before it was actually time to go to the shower, and I'm packing everything up. I'm like trying to remember the baby's name and all of these things. And then I'm looking and I'm like trying to figure things out, and just kind of like context clues and conversations that I was having led me to believe that maybe it's not a boy. And so I couldn't give that gift. And so I was like, well, I need to make something else like really quick. So I started a project. So long story short, the baby shower then came and went. So I gave a monetary gift for the shower, but I promised her, like, you know, there's more coming, but you know, still gotta work on it. But I mean, everybody knows that I craft, and everybody knows that, especially when it's, you know, like a baby being born, I'm definitely gonna make something. So I'm gonna show you what I made first, and then I'm gonna show you what I made when I thought it was a boy, and then I'm gonna show you what I made instead for the girl. So favorite color and the color theme was purple, so I definitely wanted to incorporate some purple into this project, and so I did. So for this baby girl, I made her a lovey. So here she is. I just love making these. And so she's got feet, she's got arms, she's got a little finger right there. And so this is what I came up with. And so yeah, isn't she cute? So, you know, she's not crying right now because she's asleep, but her pacifier does come out, and I just hooked it on to the lovey part. This pattern is inspired by, but not completely copied from, My Kind of Thing. So I did use a lot of her pattern, but a lot of this stuff, some portions are just kind of like my own thing. But she is an incredible doll designer. So if I can find, I'm gonna see if I can find, I know she used to have, I don't know if she still does YouTube at all, but she did have a channel, but I'm pretty sure she has like a website or something. I can put some information down below if you're interested in learning, because she does what she calls My Kind of Thing University, and it's basically like doll making 101. So if you're interested in making dolls, amigurumis, loveys, and things like that, she does courses. Hairstyles, like she's really big on the brown girls and, you know, making dolls such as that. So I will put her link below, but this is the lovey that I made for the baby girl. So darn cute, and I can't wait to gift this to her. All my gifts are late, and they're late because I made them late, and they're late because I couldn't give them until I showed you guys. So I have a beautiful box that I'm going to be packing her up in, and she'll be going to her forever home very soon. Okay, so that's the lovey number one. And then, okay, so originally I was making a blanket, and I was gonna do like a blanket and maybe like a diaper and hat, or, you know, diaper cover and hat or something like that for the boy to match the blanket, but that didn't happen. But I still made actually the blanket was it was done. The blanket was done. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was almost done. So let me just show you what it was, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind it. So here it is, and it's your basic corner to corner blanket. So I had the corner to corner portion complete, but I didn't have the border on it. And I just did like a regular double crochet border, and then I did a crab stitch all the way around to finish it off. And it's a beautiful blanket, and I still love it. And I like, you know, I love making things for babies, but I don't necessarily like the pastel-y baby colors. So I thought this would still be perfect. It's like, you know, the teals and, you know, the whites and the oranges, and it's like, you know, it's very, you know, it can go both ways. It's very unisex in my opinion. And yeah, so I made that, and look at, I didn't even weave in my ends. But yeah, so what's funny is when I made this blanket, I still had a boy to crochet for anyway. So this blanket is not going to waste. But what happened was, when I'm gonna tell, this will probably date how old or how long I've been holding on to this blanket. So when I made this blanket, I had completed, like I said, I had completed the whole corner to corner portion, and all I needed to do was add a border. And this is around the time when Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter released her video talking about the 2-color granny blankets that she's been making. And she's done made like 10 of them already, if not more, because she's so addicted to this this stitch. But it sparked something, and everybody was trying it and trying to do something with it. So at this point, I'm like, dang, I love that stitch. I love the way that pattern is looking, but this blanket was already made, and it was like, I was thinking about working this backwards and starting a new blanket using that stitch because I liked it just that much. So at this point, corner to corner was feeling like trash to me, and I just had to make that 2-color granny square blanket. And you know, not saying that this is trash, because by no means is this a trash blanket, but I just really wanted to like make that blanket and gift that blanket to the other baby that I had to that I was crocheting for. And so I decided, let me keep this because I still have more babies to crochet for. So let me keep this. I'm gonna finish this off, and I'm gonna be happy and content and feeling, you know, feeling love for this blanket. But instead of taking it down, I decided to buy more of this yarn and do the 2-color granny blanket, right? But also the week that she posted that video, this yarn wasn't on sale. So I had to wait a whole nother week. So now I'm like, I got the jitters. I gotta like make this I gotta make this blanket because that's how much I liked it. Now, before I show you the blanket really quickly, let me just tell you the yarn was the excuse me for bending. It was the Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and the variegated color or the self-striped color is called The Struggle is Teal, and it is 100% acrylic. It is 252 yards or 230 meters in each ball, each 5-ounce ball, and the border was in teal. I love this yarn print in teal. No, correction. I love this yarn stonewash in teal. So this is like a teal stonewash. You can see that there. Yep, you can see it. So that was the yarn I used, but I had to wait a whole week to get more so that I can make this blanket. And let me show you how beautiful this blanket is. And you know what? All this time this blanket's been sitting, and I thought it was done. And turns out I still didn't finish the border. So I didn't finish the border yet. But would you look at this blanket? Oh my sweet Jesus. I love it. I love it. I love this stitch. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is a really, really, really simple stitch that looks complicated, and it's not at all. It really is granny stitches, one row, and single crochets the next row. And chain stitches. So I will also put the link to this pattern if you're interested in trying it yourself. It's gorgeous, 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 and I cannot wait to gift it. Well, first I gotta finish it first, because all this time I'm thinking it's done, and I couldn't wait to show you guys, and I couldn't wait to gift it. It turns out I ran out of teal. It is just waiting. It's just waiting to be finished. I just have to finish the last round of the border, but after that, this blanket will be done. And again, I love this color combination. It really turned out very pretty. And this particular gift was going to a very close friend that we were just waiting for the blessing of a baby to enter their lives. And you know, without getting too deep or, you know, providing too much information, just know that, you know, these people are very special to my husband and I, and we couldn't wait to bless them. And so, because again, I usually don't make blankets like at all. That's not my bag, because, you know, I'm too impatient. The bottom line is I'm too impatient. I like instant gratification. I tend to, you know, lean towards shorter projects. And I'm gonna say something about this blanket too, because of the single crochet rows that it takes. This blanket takes longer to make, and it's dense. Like this is a heavy blanket. Like for a baby, this might have to go under the baby versus over the baby, or you know, it's a weighty, even for a baby blanket, it's a very weighty blanket. So I'll forewarn you about that. It kept me very warm in making it. I'll tell you that. But again, these people were very special to me. So this last thing that I want to show you guys is a very special gift. These friends, baby shower done came and went. And again, I didn't have, but actually that shower was a virtual shower. So I didn't have to like bring a gift that day. So we did another virtual like gift card or whatever. And so when we decide when we're gonna go visit the baby for the first time, that's when I'll present these gifts. Because the next thing I want to show you, this gift is more so, it's a birth announcement gift. And so you actually have to wait for the baby to be born to even complete it, right? So I saw this beautiful, beautiful idea and pattern. I will also link the pattern down below, because at the time right now, I cannot think of the page name. I can't think of the designer's name. It's not coming to me. I should have had it written down before I started making this video, but I didn't. So, but I will definitely have the information down below in the description box. I want to say it's B Creations, B Crochet Creations. I don't know. She has an Instagram. She has an Etsy channel. I don't even want to mess it up, but the pattern is available if you're interested, and I'm gonna show you. So I love it so much, and it turned out very, very pretty. I love it. So here it is. Isn't this the cutest thing? So let me just show you real quick. I put the stars here because I didn't want to disclose too much information, but I have written on the feet the birth date and like the, what do you call it? Like the weight and out, you know, the weight and size, like the weight in inches and stuff like that. So, and the clock is the actual time that he was born. So the clock has the time, the feet has the date and the weight and whatnot. Here's his name, and yeah, so I love this. I love how it turned out. It's a little angel. You can see his wings back here. And so this present is definitely a labor of love. First of all, I made the baby in the recommended yarn in the pattern. And once I made it, he was way too big for the shadow, because this is a shadow box, for the shadow box that I had purchased. And so I had to figure out how can I make him again. Can you see his little hairs? Little, he's so cute. Oh my God. So I took the glass out. So because I couldn't get, he pops out just a little bit or whatever. So I had to take the glass out and everything, but that's okay. It still hangs if you want to hang it. It will stand firm, you know, stand straight if you want to just like lay it on a dresser or something like that. So what the yarn that I ended up using for this pattern, because it suggests, you know, like 4-weight cotton, but it didn't, like I said, mine just turned out too big because he fits, but he was tall. He was too tall, so he wouldn't have been, the balloons wouldn't have been that much above his head. So ended up using, I had some loops and threads, wool like, I think it was wool like, because it's very, very thin. So I used the wool like doubled, and I made the boy. I made the balloons with the wool like yarn held double. The clock I purchased from Etsy, but then after I purchased it from Etsy, I went and purchased a few more from AliExpress, because I definitely think I'm gonna make these as baby shower gifts in the future for other people. This shadow box, again, I could have gotten a bigger shadow box too to do the bigger boy, but I decided to just keep the shadow box that I had and just make it smaller. I just put, like I said, I just put the stars on the feet because I didn't want to disclose that information. But the feet I purchased also from AliExpress. So I have like a whole bunch of these. So like if you're interested in making one of these or trying these and you want these feet, I have plenty. So just like, you know, put a comment down below like, hey, can you send me you know, a couple of those feet and we can work something out and I can get those to you, because I have way more than I'll probably ever use or make. So yeah, so, and even when buying these feet, I actually bought some feet from Amazon first because they had some, but, and even in the display that the designer had, they're smaller feet, but the feet I got, look at these feet. Let me see. They were so tiny. So I mean, I don't know what I could have written on these. They were, look, this is how small they are. They fit inside my earring. That's how tiny they are. So these are the, and then I bought, and again, I didn't know measurements or whatever, but these are the ones I bought from AliExpress. So look at the difference in size. So I mean, I got plenty of these too. I got a whole bag of them, and I think I got like 50 of these or 100 of these. I'm definitely not gonna make 50 or 100 shadow boxes, but I do have them. So if you want some, I will gladly mail some to you. So if you want some, but yeah, so that's it. So primarily, I don't think anybody who I gifted watches my videos, so I'm not concerned at all that they're gonna see them before they see them. So, but yeah, but I'm most excited about that shadow box. I cannot wait to gift that to this family or whatever. I think it's gonna be a real special moment for both our families, really. So so yeah, so let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. That's all I got. I'll see you later, okay guys? Bye.